I was desperate. 6 months of unemployment will make you consider things you'd normally laugh at. So, when I saw the ad for a night watchman at the Blackwood Mortuary, a facility that had been officially closed since the late 90s, I didn't care about the rumors. I didn't care about the unexplained disappearances of the previous guards. I just cared about the $45 an hour. But the job came with a laminated sheet of 10 rules. Most were standard. Rule 10, however, was written in red ink. At 4:44 a.m., the phone in the main office will ring. The voice will beg to be let out. Do not hang up. Do not speak. Just listen until the sun breaks the horizon. If you speak, the call never ends. Blackwood Mortuary was a concrete tomb. The air inside felt heavy, like it was saturated with a century of grief. My office was a cramped room with a rotary phone that looked like it belonged in a museum. The first few hours were uneventful. Just the sound of the wind howling through the cracked windows and the occasional groan of the old pipes. But as the clock ticked closer to 4 a.m., the temperature dropped. I could see my breath in the air. I sat there, staring at the clock. 4:42, 4:43. Then, at exactly 4:44 a.m., the phone screamed to life. The sound was jarring, echoing through the empty halls. I picked up the receiver, my heart hammering against my ribs. Silence. Then a sob. It was a woman's voice, distorted by static, but filled with a raw, primal terror. Please. It's so cold in here. I can't breathe. Leo, is that you? Please open the drawer. I'm in number 4. Just turn the latch. My name. She knew my name. I gripped the receiver so hard my knuckles turned white. I wanted to scream, "Who is this?" But Rule 10 flashed in my mind. Do not speak. The voice didn't stop. For over an hour, she described the sensation of being buried alive. She described the smell of formaldehyde and the feeling of the heavy lid pressing down on her chest. Then the voice changed. It became my father's voice, the man I'd buried 3 years ago. Leo, son, why did you leave me there? It's dark, Leo. So dark. I felt tears stinging my eyes. The psychological torture was unbearable. I heard footsteps outside the office door, slow, dragging footsteps. Thump, drag, thump, drag. Something was moving in the hallway, and it was heading for the office. The door handle began to turn, slowly, methodically. The voice on the phone was now a chorus of everyone I'd ever lost, all screaming at once. Let us out! Open the door! The door creaked open an inch. A pale, bluish hand gripped the edge of the frame. It had no fingernails, just raw, bloody tips. I was seconds away from screaming, from begging for mercy, when I saw a sliver of orange light hit the floor, the sun. The phone went dead. The hand vanished. The hallway was empty. I couldn't leave it alone. The next day, I went to the basement, the cold storage. I found drawer number 4. It was rusted shut, but I forced it open. Inside, there was no body, just a pile of old cassette tapes and a single modern smartphone. I turned it on. There was only one contact. The next one. I opened the call logs. Every single call was made at 4:44 a.m. to my own number, dating back to weeks before I even applied for the job. I realized then that the mortuary wasn't a place for the dead. It was a trap for the living. The rules weren't there to protect me. They were there to prime me, to break my mind so I'd be ready for the transition. On my 7th night, the phone didn't ring at 4:44 a.m. Instead, the office door locked itself. The rotary phone started to bleed. A voice came not from the receiver, but from the walls themselves. You listened well, Leo. Now, it's your turn to speak. I'm not the watchman anymore. I'm the voice. If you're reading this and you're looking for a high-paying night job, maybe you've seen the ad for Blackwood Mortuary. The pay is great, the work is quiet, but is when that phone rings at 4:44 a.m. and you hear a man's voice begging for help. That's me. I'm in drawer number 4, and I'm so cold. Please, Leo, just turn the latch.